Right, Papa? Tell the people. Just peeing everywhere. And I was like, dang, like, can he stop? Can we stop now? All right, guys. The day has finally come where I'm finally going to give you all the full story. Kingston, the full story on how he became mine and all that good stuff. Kingston, please. Stay tuned. It's going to be a wild ride because look at Kingston acting up. Let's dive in. So I've always wanted a dog since I was a kid. I begged and begged and begged my parents to get me a dog, but since my parents are from Jamaica, they was like, no, we're not getting a dog. Fast forward to literally a year ago, I started taking the dog search a little bit more seriously because I was like, okay, I have, a bit of space in here where I can have a dog and have him thrive and be happy in here. I had a friend and he kind of asked me if I wanted to dog sit this dog. And I was like, huh? What dog is it? Like who, what, where, when, and why? I was like, why do you want me to dog sit this dog? So I asked him to send me a picture of the dog because I at least wanted to know, like, what are we working with here? Like, is this gonna be a big dog, a small dog, medium size? I just wanted to get more clarity. So he sent me a picture of the dog and the picture was really blurry. And I was like, I can't really make out what this dog is or anything about this dog. All I knew is that what I could tell, like the face of the dog was kind of cute. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just agree to this. Let's see how this goes. And maybe by doing this dog sitting situation, it will give me some insight into how having a dog would be. So before the week and a half long dog sitting situation started, I wanted to do a little meet and greet with said dog. And guys, when I met the dog, I was floored. Like, he was cute, but also like so small and fluffy. And like, I really wasn't envisioning having like a fluffy dog as my dog. I kind of wanted like a mid-sized type of dog. And so it kind of threw me. I was like, wow, am I really going to be taking care of this fluffy, foofy dog? Anyways, Kingston had a different name at that time. His name was Oreo. So Oreo came into my place and the first thing he did, it was the cutest thing. He kind of like hopped around in here and just kind of like, sniffed and like looked out the window like he always does now. And then I kind of held him and I put him in my lap. Literally no more than 5 minutes passed and Oreo was knocked out in my lap. Guys, Kingston is digging a hole in the carpet yet again. After Oreo fell asleep in my lap, I melted. I was like, oh my freaking God, like this dog is just so kind-hearted to just fall asleep in my lap. Because remember, I've never been like close to a dog like that before. I've never like held a lot of dogs before because, my upbringing. And if there were dogs, like I wasn't like being around them like that. Like I wasn't holding them or Kingston. So me being me, I was just kind of terrified of having Oreo, right, Papa? Having Oreo in here as like a fresh puppy. I was like, I need to know what I'm doing with him. So I spent literally all night, the day before I was supposed to come and like get him, like the entire night I was on YouTube just watching tons of how to do this with a dog, how to do that with a dog, what to not give a dog, like things like that. I did that, guys, I'm talking like all night. I stayed up watching videos. So while I was dog sitting Oreo, part of me wanted to die a little bit. And part of me was like, you know what, this is kind of a fun, beautiful experience. The bad side of dog sitting him was that, he was peeing everywhere. And I was like, oh my goodness, like what can we do to make him chill? So I obviously started with the pee pads and he started eating them up. And then I was like, you know what, we're going to have to go on a potty training routine. Like we're going to have to do potty training the entire time you're with me. So I ended up just, finding things on YouTube and I got I got Oreo on a routine to get him to stop peeing here. Okay? Like, because if you're going to be in here from 8 to 4 p.m., we are not having accidents. Oreo did come with a crate and I was so thankful for that because I don't know where else he was going to be. While I was doing work and stuff like that, because I work from home, he would be in his crate just chilling. And Oreo was the best, like, dog when it came to his crate. Like, he had no problems going in it. He slept like a baby. There were even times where I would look behind me during a meeting and it would be like so silent. I had no idea there was a dog in my house. By the time I got Oreo into like a routine with potty training and just like overall puppy stuff, the dog sitting was over and I was like, okay, cool, I get to give him back. Like, he's no longer in my hair. But I still developed a real liking for Oreo because like he was just adorable, learning things, and I was learning a lot of things too. So we were both literally learning one another at that time. Fast forward a little bit, Kingston's past owner ended up reaching back out to me, kind of letting me know there's a little bit of a situation and that Oreo may be up for grabs, meaning I could take Oreo or Oreo could go to a shelter or just go somewhere else. So I was kind of like, wait, like what's happening? So I don't want to give too much business, but the previous owner could no longer take care of Oreo due to he had a dog at the time and that dog was getting sick, and it just didn't make sense to take on a fresh puppy. I think Oreo at the time was 3-4 months, and you know, deal with a sick animal of his own. So yeah, he let me know, he definitely let me know that Kingston's up for grabs, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I mean, let me know what happens. Like, you know, he was expressing that he did not want Oreo to go to a shelter, but he did want him to go somewhere good, etc, etc. If y'all hear chewing, I had to give Kingston a lick mat because let me tell you, he was not about to let me finish this video. His previous owner basically was like, do I want to take Oreo on? And I was like, maybe. I mean, I already put in a lot of effort with him while I was dog sitting him, so I was like, maybe. You all know I ended up saying yes, obviously. When I said yes, I was like, dang, do I really have a dog now? Like, what did I just do? But the very first thing that I did when I took Oreo on was I changed his name. Now, let me make a disclaimer. There is nothing wrong with the name Oreo or with whatever the heck you all want to name your pets, but I just personally do not want to name any of my pets, any of my dogs, after foods or after, like, let me not say after foods, but like, I don't know. I don't want to name them like Sprinkles, Oreo, Chocolate. While those names are cute, I just don't think it's personally for me. I wanted to give Kingston a name. I chose the name Kingston for like a very obvious reason, was that my mother, she's from Jamaica. She's from Kingston, Jamaica. And I just wanted to pay, I guess, homage, however you pronounce that word, to her place of birth. And I could not name Kingston where my dad was from because that name is just a little strange. That is essentially the story of how Kingston came to be mine. It's really through a dog sitting situation turned rehoming situation. And I'm still to this day so grateful that Kingston found me and I found Kingston, because again, I was on that journey, literally starting out looking at shelters, potentially starting to look at breeders for a dog, and then he kind of just fell into my lap, literally. But yeah, I mean, Kingston has taught me so much. He's teaching me so much right now with him acting the absolute fool, knowing full well I train Kingston 365 days a year. I give Kingston the world because I just truly love our bond. He has personality, I have personality, so it's literally just a match. And I do sometimes think, like, I think Kingston's behaving the way that he is to show me a lesson in patience, because I have none of that. I literally do not know what patience is, okay? That's like a foreign language to me. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because Kingston is literally on 12. Hope you guys learned a little bit more about Sweet Boy here, but I'll see you all next time.